Romania is filled with beautiful landscapes, strong traditions, diverse culture, good food, and welcoming people. But if you're a tourist and a train fan at the same time, the question is simple. Where should you go first by rail? Today I'll show you 5 train routes that are a must if you want to experience Romania from the tracks. These lines cross mountains, valleys, forests, and historic regions, combining real railway engineering with some of the best scenery in Eastern Europe. Our journey starts in the Jiu Valley, also known as Defileul Jiului, in southwest Romania. This railway runs between Bumbești Jiu and Livizeni, near Petroșani, covering about 31 kilometers. Even though it's short, it's one of the most intense mountain railways in the country. The line passes through 39 tunnels and crosses 35 bridges and viaducts, which makes it a serious engineering achievement. Built around 1949 mainly for coal transport, today it's used by passenger trains that slowly follow the Jiu River. The tracks run very close to cliffs and steep slopes, with frequent tunnel sections that break the view and then reopen it suddenly. Along the route you can spot Linici Monastery, a beautiful local temple that gets thousands of visitors each year. Many travelers consider this the most spectacular railway line in Romania, especially in autumn when the forests change color. One of the busiest but also most scenic rail routes in Romania is the Bucharest to Brașov line through the Prahova Valley. The section between Ploiești, Sinaia, Predeal, and Brașov stretches roughly 166 kilometers and connects southern Romania with Transylvania. After leaving the flat plains near Bucharest, the railway follows the Prahova River into the mountains. Near Sinaia, the Bucegi Mountains rise sharply next to the tracks, creating a narrow corridor between rock faces and forested slopes. The train stops at famous mountain resorts like Sinaia and Boșteni, with views toward landmarks such as Peles Castle and the Caraman Cross. At Predeal, the highest point of the route, the line crosses into Transylvania before descending toward Brașov. Modern Interregio trains can complete the journey in just over 2 hours, while slower trains allow more time to enjoy the changing scenery of cliffs, alpine forests, and mountain towns. In northern Romania, in the Maramureș region, the Weser Valley Forest Railway offers a completely different experience. Known as the Mocăniță, this narrow gauge line has a track width of 760 millimeters and was originally built in the 1930s for logging. The main route runs about 43 kilometers from Vișeu de Sus deep into the Carpathian forests toward Comanu. Today, steam locomotives are still used for tourist services, making this one of the last operational steam railways in Europe. The journey takes around 3 to 4 hours one way and follows a remote valley with wooden bridges, rivers, and dense spruce forests. The train, over 100 years old, moves slowly, which allows passengers to fully take in the natural surroundings. This route is often described as a living railway museum and is widely considered one of the most beautiful train rides in Romania. The Oravița to Anina Railway, located in the Banat region, is one of the oldest and most historic rail lines in the country. Opened in 1863, it was the first mountain railway built in Romania. The line is about 33 kilometers long but includes 14 tunnels and 10 stone viaducts, cutting through rugged terrain between Oravița and Anina. Often compared to Austria's Semmering Railway, this route climbs steep gradients and passes through deep forested valleys and rocky gorges. Originally designed for steam locomotives serving mining operations, today it runs as a tourist service using classic coaches pulled by diesel locomotives. The scenery includes abandoned mines, old industrial structures, and dramatic bridges high above the valleys. Despite its isolation and limited connections, many travelers consider this one of the most impressive railway journeys in Romania. Each of these routes shows a different side of Romania's rail network. Some stand out through heavy engineering, others through history or untouched nature. What they all share is a strong connection between railway and landscape. If you want to see Romania slowly, from ground level, and understand how railways shaped these regions, these 4 routes are the best place to start. To stay up to date with Romanian Railways, rolling stock, and all the most important changes in the country's rail system, subscribe and press the notifications button. That way you won't miss future videos on routes, trains, history, and what's happening next on Romania's rails.